All too often, people with hearing loss don't believe that there's anything that they can do to help improve their hearing. But with today's modern digital hearing aids, better hearing is so possible. Here to tell us about the latest options in hearing aids and services available at Buffalo Hearing and Speech Center is Marie Ryan. Marie, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so I made her put in a hearing aid so you can see how little they are. All right, so turn that way. Look at, you can't even see it, right? And then what they do is they match it to the color of, and you can see the different colors here. They match it so you can't even see that type of hearing aid. It's amazing.
It is. Nowadays, they're so much smaller. People who looked years ago sometimes are hesitant because they used to be a lot larger, but they're so much smaller now. You really don't see it.
And so that's the first thing I want people to know. What should somebody expect if maybe they're thinking, I'm having hearing issues and they're not sure what's going on? What should they expect when they make an appointment at Buffalo Hearing and Speech?
First step is a hearing test. Not everybody needs a hearing aid. They might have wax that's plugging up their ear, middle ear fluid. Let's rule that out first. And then if there is a hearing loss that's permanent that we're able to help with a hearing aid, then the next step would be a hearing aid evaluation, which is where you go over the lifestyle of the patient and really help them choose one that's good for them.
Tell me some of the things that go into consideration when you're getting a hearing aid with lifestyles.
Lifestyle is the biggest issue when it comes to getting hearing aids, because somebody who is very quiet, stays at home, gardens and reads and takes care of their elderly wife might need something very different than somebody who's still working, goes to the Sabres games, goes to the Philharmonic. The listening situations that you're in is going to be the biggest deciding factor in what model of hearing aid you need.
Can you exercise with hearing aids?
Nowadays, yeah, more than you used to be able to. If it's real strenuous exercise, I would recommend taking it off. But they are more water resistant than they used to be, so the sweat shouldn't affect them as much as they used to.
I don't know, for all of the times we've talked about hearing aids, you've ever told me what people say after they get the hearing aids and then they can hear again?
You know, that's what makes my job the best, is
really?
When somebody comes in and they're like, oh, I went to a dinner with my friends and I was able to follow the conversation, or a big thing, people start losing their high frequencies first. Children. You can't hear children. So a lot of patients will come in and say, I can hear my grandchildren better. That's the best feeling in the world, is when you help improve the quality of somebody's life.
Because a good sign for somebody, well, a sign that you can notice with somebody with hearing loss is they start to kind of withdraw for the conversation, or they just they don't really respond.
Yeah, a lot of people don't want to admit that they don't hear it. So they just kind of either agree or they withdraw, and we don't want to see that happen. And what happens is people might hear speech, they'll know something's being said, but they don't understand it clearly, so they don't know exactly what was said.
Have we covered all the different types of hearing aids available? Do you think, have we covered those?
You mean in technology nowadays?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to see what's going to be on the market in 5 years. The newest things that are coming out are a lot of Bluetooth devices. So your hearing aid might automatically attach to your cell phone or an iPod player or your iPhone. So if you are in the gym and you're wearing it and you have your iPhone playing music, you can hear it through your hearing aid. Technology is just going to keep advancing. I can't wait.
It's amazing. So Buffalo Hearing and Speech does what? For somebody who needs a hearing aid, you call, you set up an evaluation.
We do everything, actually. It's the whole package. Getting a hearing aid is not just simply walking in, ordering the hearing aid, walking away with it, and you're done. It is a little of a process. So the hearing aid evaluation is where we would help you choose what you want to get. Then you would come back and you would pick it up. And then we also have adjusting to amplification classes. We have a 3-year office warranty, 3-year repair warranty, so you can come as many times in 3 years as you want. The adjustment period takes a little time. It's not, like I said, you don't walk away with it and you're done with the process.
And it's amazing because that's what some people don't get from other places.
Yeah.
That's why to choose Buffalo Hearing and Speech. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
All right, so Buffalo Hearing and Speech Center is the choice, the largest nonprofit independent speech and hearing center in the country. They've been serving Western New Yorkers of all ages for 60 years. Find them in Buffalo, Williamsville, West Seneca, and Wheatfield. If you or someone you know have experienced a hearing loss, you can find out more about hearing aids and the audiology services offered at Buffalo Hearing and Speech Center by calling 885-8318 or online at buffalohearingcenter.com. Coming up next, we're going to be heading over to Tony Walker & Company to check out 2 new brands they're offering that have just arrived for the fall. One is Peace Apparel jewelry line, and the other is a collection of natural beauty products called Pure and Fresh. After that, it's time for the Great Give Back, and Crown Energy Services will be here to tell us how you can help out a local nonprofit. Stay with us. Western New York Living will be right back.
This segment of Western New York Living was sponsored by Buffalo Hearing and Speech Center.